clock. So, good morning once again. Good morning, everybody. Natalie and Roger, please turn on your cameras. Thank you so much. It's nice to see you again. Roger, how are you doing? Roger, remember to turn on your microphone if you're speaking.
Well, Mr.
Okay, that's great. So, what happened last class, Roger and Natalie? What happened last class? You didn't attend.
Que yo tuve que amanecerme con mi hermanita porque tenía examen
Okay.
y tenía que...
Okay, Natalie, thank you. What about you, Roger? What happened?
I was doing social work.
Oh, okay. I completely understand. Okay, that's okay. So, guys, as we talked on last Wednesday, I guess, yes, we talk about a debate, right? It's supposed to be for Thursday, but imagine that it's Thursday, just Majo attend the class, just Majo. She was the only one who joined the class, yes. So we're going to try to do the debate today with you two, and I imagine someone else is going to join later, right? But first of all, as you know, today is Monday, and as every Monday, we check the homework. We're going to socialize that point. So we're going to start it with the homework. I'm going to share my screen. Give me a moment. Is one. Okay, it was an story, and you need to complete it with past simple, past continuous, or past perfect. So, Roger, you did the homework. Okay, remember, as I mentioned it, you're going to have to pay $3 because you didn't do the homework, right? To get unlock the platform for those one who didn't do the homework. So be careful with that. So let's check from Roger that you read. Okay, so he said yesterday morning. Okay, no, let's do it from here in this way. So Laura wake up very early. Past simple, past continuous, or past perfect. Roger.
Past, a ver, past continuo.
No.
No, past, ¿cómo es? Past simple.
Past simple. Very early because she
Yes.
planned planned to travel another city. So she what?
Woke.
She
She planned.
planned. What happened first here? There's two actions. And one action happened before the other one.
Eh, eh, para, action, ¿no?
Muchísimas gracias. So, she had planned to travel to another city. Because, porque se levantó temprano porque ya había hecho esto, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Because she had planned to travel to another city. Okay, the night before, she had already
She
packed.
had.
Simple already is a clue here. Her
Okay.
suitcase and set her alarm for 5:30 a.m. When the alarm rang, Laura, what happened? A long
Sleeping.
action and an action that interrupted.
Tiempo pasado, ¿no?
Yes. So the
Sleeping.
alarm rang, sleeping, was sleeping. La alarma sonó cuando la alarma sonó, Laura estaba durmiendo, right? Deeply, profundamente. So she, what happened?
Didn't. Here.
Didn't hear her at first.
Yes.
By
The
the
time
time she
she opened it,
let her eyes, the sun
the sun had
already
already rise.
risen. Okay. She quickly
She quickly jumped
jumped out bed and
out of the bed and ran
ran. Good
to
job.
the
A
bath.
series of action. Give me a moment. Maho join. So we have another person for the debate. So I'm going to put Maho. Okay, let's continue. That's great. So then, while she
Was
was
getting
getting dressed, good morning,
rest,
Maho.
she suddenly
Morning, teacher.
Okay, she suddenly
remembered
remembered that she
that she had
left
left
her train ticket
her
on the
trying to
kitchen
ticket on the
table the
table
previous night.
previous run.
After she
After she grabbed
Mhm.
the
she
ticket, she left the house in hurry.
In a hurry. Okay. As Laura
As Laura was walking
to the bus stop,
to the bus stop,
she
suddenly, no,
she
realized
realized, past simple, that she
that she had
forgotten her phone at
Forgot-
home. She
She turned
turned around, but
around,
while
but while she was
running back,
running back, the
the bus
bus passed her without
stop.
stopping.
Good job, Roger. So far, so good. When she finally
Arrived at the
see,
train station, the train had already
left.
left.
Okay. Laura
Laura sat
on
on a bridge and took
took a deep breath.
breath.
She
She felt frustrated,
but she
but she
decided
yes,
to call her boss and explain what happened.
yes.
In the end, Laura
In the end, Laura learned
learned an
an
important
important lesson. She should always double check everything before she went to sleep.
Went to sleep.
Sleep.
Okay, good job. So far, so good. Okay, Majo, thank you for the day homework. Well done. And Roger, thank you. And thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. Natalie, Roger, and Majo. I don't know what happened. Maybe because it's almost Christmas. None of you is joined. So I'm going to take the attendance, okay? So could you smile from the screenshot, guys? Thank you. You have gorgeous smiles, guys. Thank you so much. So give me a moment and we're going to continue. No way. So this is, okay, let me see. Attendance. B1, 10 a.m. Absent. Santiago, Daniela, Elizabeth, Antonia. I think that's all, right? I hope so. Yes, 4 of you. Okay. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, the idea is to try to do the debate, right? Last class, I was talking with Majo because was the only one who joined the class. Thank you, Majo. You're so responsible. So the idea is to do the debate among you. See, take advantage that are at least 3 people to do it. So, first of all, I would like to show you a video. Sorry, Majo, you watched last class, but it could be useful for your classmate. This is an example, just one video. It's going to be an example for a debate, a casual debate, okay? So I'm going to share my screen and play the video. This is an example of debate. Let me see. Here you are.
Did you hear that in Italy, they're making vaccinations mandatory for all children?
Chicos, let's.
Yes, I saw it on the news this morning.
Vaccination. What is the meaning of vaccination? Vaccination. What do you think? Majo, do you think?
Vacunación.
Vacunación. So notice. The main topic is, in Italy, vaccination is mandatory. In Italia, la vacunación es obligatoria. ¿Sí? We're talking about children, right? So that's the main topic.
What do you think about it?
In my opinion, it's the best thing to do because it is in everybody's best interests. I wish the government would make it a legal requirement. But that's just the world we're living in. How about you?
While I would agree that it is generally seen as a good thing for kids to be vaccinated, I feel that it is up to the parents of each child to decide whether or not their kid will be vaccinated. I, for one, think that this is a case of the government overstepping its authority.
That may be true. But I think the most important thing to consider is the long-term health of the kids. It's pretty much universally acknowledged that vaccines help you stay healthier and protect you from preventable illnesses.
Something you need to consider is personal choice. You may say that everyone acknowledges it, but there are actually a lot of parents who do not want anything to do with vaccines because they believe they can lead to their kids developing learning difficulties later on. We must also consider different religious beliefs. Some religions prohibit vaccinations for one reason or another.
You raise good points, and I certainly respect the beliefs of people who don't agree. However, I think that even though this is a decision which may make a few people angry at first, it provides benefits for the greater number of people. I would argue that a larger number of people would benefit from this decision than wouldn't. Overall, I think it's a good decision in the long run.
Well, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree.
Okay, guys, so in general terms and summary, a debate, we have a main topic, right? And we have two possibilities. For, it means you agree, or against, you disagree, right? So in this case, the man was agree, vaccination, mandatory, right? And the woman was disagree. And each one gives their arguments why. So that's what we're going to do with our topics, okay? So let's try. I'm going to share the presentation with the topics. We can do it short in a short time. It don't need to be too long. Let me see. It's this one. So give me a moment. Okay. Okay. So these are the topics, right? So the first one is social media. And the main idea is social media is good or bad for teenagers. So Majo, choose your position. Agree or disagree? For or against?
Agree.
Agree. You're for. So Roger and Majo, you're going to be against, disagree. You're going to say that social media is bad for teenagers and why, okay? So Majo, let's start it. You say it is good. Why?
Okay, in my opinion, social media has a lot of advantage for teenagers because in that way, teenagers can communicate with other people, like friends or family that don't live with them.
Okay, thank you. Roger, what do you think?
On the social media, less face-to-face communication with teachers and classmates. It is easier to lose concentration at home. Internet or devices can affect the learning. Some students feel less motivated or
Okay,
isolated.
but be careful. We're not talking about online classes. We're talking about social media, specifically social media. Okay, Roger? But anyway, it's so far so good. Okay, thank you, Roger. Natalie, what do you think? Social media, your thing is bad, right? Your position is against. So give me argument why social media is bad for teenagers. Natalie. I think, okay, Natalie, do you hear me? I think Natalie is having some internet issues. Yes. So, Majo, let's continue. Another argument. 4.
Okay, I think social media helps teenagers a lot because they can show a lot of photos with inspiration maybe when they want to looking for everyone. In my case, when I was looking for my nail design, I saw in social media.
Okay, Majo, thank you. Roger, go ahead. You can refuse Majo's ideas, right? If you want. Go ahead, Roger.
Yes, young people may spend too much time on social media, affecting their studies and daily activities.
Oh,
Young user may experience online harassment, or negative comments.
okay, you're right. Good point, Roger. Natalie, are you ready? I don't think so. Okay, Majo, continue. The last argue. Go ahead. The last idea.
Okay, in my opinion, social media it's a really good option, but with with como permiso, no, control, with control of parents, with a really good control of parents, like with their password when they are teenagers, or with their social media in their phones too.
Okay, thank you, Majo. And finally, Roger. Go ahead. Your final idea.
Yes, in my opinion, social media can be harmful for young people if it is not used responsibly.
Respond. Okay, thank you. Well done. You two give us good ideas and good argues, right? Well done. Thank you. Remember, the idea with this is try to convince the other one that it's wrong and we are right. And for the class is to try to develop your other skills, okay? Thank you, Majo. Thank you, Roger. So this was social media. We're going to do it quickly, okay? So now we're going to talk now, Roger, online classes versus classroom or face-to-face classes. So now, Roger, you can choose. You're going to be for online classes or for learning classes, face-to-face. You're going to support one of these. Which one?
Learning
Learning what? Online or classroom?
learning classroom.
Okay, so Majo, you're going to support online classes, okay? Majo, go ahead, please.
For example, in my opinion, learning classroom it's so easy to concentrate with for people, uh, especially for kids or for teenagers,
Why? Try to
because in our homes we have a lot of distractions.
No, Majo, but you're supposed you're for online.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Try again. Sorry, Majo. Try again.
Okay. Online learning, in my opinion, it will help us a lot to organize our days. For example, we will have more time to use different activities like do sports or working, for example. And I
Okay.
think it a really good option for adults.
Okay, thank you, Majo. Well done. So now, Roger, you're for classroom learning, right? Face to face. Go ahead.
In my opinion, classroom learning is very beneficial for students, especially for young learners. Being a classroom allows students to have direct interaction with the teacher, which help them understand lesson better and ask questions immediately. Face-to-face learning also improves communication and social skills.
Okay, thank you. Majo, go ahead. Another idea. Online
I
classes.
think online learning give us more time to do different things like traveling. For example, when adults want to continue with their studies, but they work too, for example, abroad, or they have to do a business trip, with online learning, they will have their studies too, even in other country or in other city.
Okay, good point. Thank you, Majo. Roger, what do you have to say?
Another important advantage is the structured environment. Classroom follows schedules and rules that help students stay focused, disciplined, and motivated. Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, Majo, the last one. Go ahead.
I think online learning is for people that they want to learn because they will help us to be more responsible with our things, are more independent too, because we just have to we just have to pay attention in our classes and make our homeworks, but because we have to learn, we want to learn.
Okay, and finally, Roger, the last one.
Now, classroom learning also encourage active participation through discussion,
Mhm.
group work, and hand or activities.
Okay, thank you. And finally, Majo.
I think online learning after the pandemic will improve our minds to make different things and to learn in different things too, because in with this new form we could continue with our studies.
Okay, thank you so much. You did it pretty good. Both of you give important information, important arguments, and both you are right. Okay, I think it depends. I agree with Majo with the time, with the access. We need to be more responsible. We need to work by our own. Roger, you have right because it's the face-to-face interaction. That's pretty important. That's huge, right? Because we need to develop our social skills and it's easy. I think it's easy to work teamwork in face-to-face and in virtual, right? But when we talk about strategies to be focused and discipline, I think it's not easy. I know this year I taught as a high school and a school, and it was crazy. It was really stressful. It was tremendously hard. I really prefer classes with you because you're a major people. You're here because you need it and you want to learn and you have the disposition, right? You're open to learn. But adolescents or kids are not that interested in learning. They're interested in play or make friends, right? So it's pretty difficult. Okay, thank you. Let's continue. So the next topic says technology life. Technology life. So now, Majo, you're going to choose life easier or more difficult with technology?
Life easier.
Easier. So, Roger, more difficult. Technology makes our life more difficult. You have to support that idea, okay? So, Majo, go ahead. Start it. The first idea.
I think technology make our life easier because now we have a lot of events that we use technology in our homes. For example, the microwave, the the air fryer.
Right.
It's with technology and it helps us a lot.
Okay, thank you. You're right. Roger, what do you have to say?
Tengo que decir las desventajas, ¿o qué?
Yes, something
Okay.
negative. The disadvantages.
In my opinion, technology is not bad if it is used correctly. Technology makes life easier by improved communication, education, and
No,
access
but you
to.
need to say the disadvantages. Disadvantages, las desventajas.
Yes.
Again.
Uh, mm, I don't know.
Yes, there's a lot of disadvantages. People are becoming addicted to technology. Children are depending of the mobile phones, that kind
No,
of things. Try to
people
think.
may depend too much on technology. Face-to-face communication is reduced. Excessive screen time can cause age strain for
Mhm.
poor sleep and lack of physical activity.
Okay, thank you, Roger. Imagine that suppose we can use a screen before to go to bed, because screen active our brain. So if we use a phone or watch a series or movie or something like that, use the computer, and then go to sleep, it's going to be difficult because our brain is active, it's thinking, it's working, right? So I suppose we need to stop using a screen, like I think it's 30 minutes before to go to sleep or an hour, something like that. Okay. Thank you, Roger. Majo, second idea. Go ahead.
Technology makes our life easier because technology gives us some page to looking for information. For example, if we need to looking for homework, maybe it will help us, or maybe for different things like tutorials or things like that.
Okay, thank you. I agree with you. Thank you so much. Roger, go ahead.
Mm, Another important disadvantage is the loss or concentration and critical thinking. Constant notification and fast content make it difficult to focus, especially to young people and students.
Okay, thank you, Roger.
In addiction.
Okay. Imagine that because of TikTok, we are developing an issues that we can be concentrated for more than 5 minutes, something like that. We get to use to watch or consume short videos or short information, okay? We get boring too soon. Nos aburrimos muy rápido de lo que estamos viendo, right? Okay, Roger, I agree with you. Majo, of course, you're right as well. Okay, Majo, the last idea, your final opinion.
Okay, my final opinion is technology will help a lot for us, but if we use in a good way, if we use with with open mind and think that it's a good option, but we have to think in other things without technology too.
Okay, thank you, Majo. Roger, go ahead, your final opinion.
For this reason, technology should be controlled and used with limits to avoid long-term negative consequences.
Okay, thank you. So, in general terms, we need to use it, but responsible, right? We need to be responsible with the technology uses. Okay, thank you. Well done. Sorry, I moved my presentation. Okay, you did pretty good. So, the next one, okay, is city versus town. So, the question is, it is better to live in a big city or in a small town? Roger, you can choose. You're going to support what? You're for what? Big city or small town?
A small town.
It means you're going to give advantages, right, of living in a small town. Okay, Majo, so you're going to talk about big cities. Majo, go ahead, please.
Okay, I think living in a big city, it's a really good option when we want to shop something because we have a different types of shops, a different opinions for other people, and I think it's a really good advantage.
Okay, thank you, Majo. Well done. Roger, go ahead.
Ventajas, ¿no?
Advantages of living in a small village.
Advantages. Pace lifestyles. Peaceful lifestyles. Small towns are usually quiet and less stressful. People know each other and feel a sense of belonging.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Life is slower and healthier.
Okay, thank you. Majo, go ahead. Your second idea.
For example, living in a big city has a different places to go out when we want to eat something or just with go out with our friends. We have different options to go and different places too.
Thank you, Majo. Touche. Okay, Roger. Okay, go ahead.
Crime rates are usually lower than in big cities. Less stress and lower pace of life improve will being.
Okay, thank
Uh-huh.
you. And finally, Majo.
I think my last advantage is living in a big city. For example, we have different options to go to college or go to university, and we we can go there and living in our home yet, so we don't have to move to another city if we don't want it.
You're right, Majo. And finally, Roger. Majo used a pretty good argument. So what are you going to say?
Jake mate.
Touche.
In conclusion, living in a small town after many benefits such as safety, a strong community relationship, a peaceful environment, and a better quality of life.
Okay, thank you, Roger. Thank you, Majo. Well done. Majo, I love your last argument. Well done. And Roger, you're right. Anyway, you're right. Thank you. So this is the last topic. Homework. Should homework be reduced? Majo, for or against this idea?
4.
For. So, Roger, you have to be against. You have to support homework. You have to talk about advantages of homework, okay? So, Majo, go ahead.
I think that if we have a lot of homework, like students, we don't have enough time to do different activities in the afternoon, like do sports, like maybe go out with our friends or with our family. And I think that that's why homework should be reduced.
Okay, thank you. Roger, go ahead. What do you think?
Desventaja, ¿no?
No, advantages. You're
Advantage.
for homework. Está a favor de las tareas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Homeworks help students practice and remember what they learn in class. Students learn to manage their time and meet deadlines.
Okay. Majo, go ahead.
And I think if we have a lot of homework and we don't have enough time to finish it, we don't have the best attitude for the whole day, and it will be stress for us and for our family too.
Thank you. Roger, go ahead.
Yes. Parents can understand what their children are learning. Students learn to think critical and work independently. Students become more autonomous learning.
Okay, Roger, I like your idea. So how? And finally, Majo, go ahead. Conclusion.
I think homework can be useful, but not too much, because like what I said, it's we need or for example kids need enough time to do some different activities because they are kids, they need to play or to spend time with their family. And even in the college, I think homework are useful, but not too much because um, people can people some people works too and they need time.
Okay. And Roger, finally.
In my opinion, personal, homework plays an important role in the learning process when it is well designed. Homework allows students um, to reinforce and apply what they have learning in class, helping them understand the materials more deeply.
Okay, thank you. So both of you are right, because remember the topic is reduce, not quit. We are going to quit the homework. It's just to reduce, because in some school or high school or university, give teenagers and children a lot of homework. So I agree. I consider it should be reduced because Majo mentioned it. Kids need time to play, and adolescents need time to spend with their friends. Remember, humans are social entities, right? Somos seres sociales. So we need time to develop that skills, right? And we need to free time to do other kind of activities, like go to the gym, do sports, I mean, or play whatever you want, whatever you enjoy, traveling, etc., right? And Roger, I agree with you when you say that it's a good guide for parents to know what are students doing, right? But anyway, it depends on the parents, on the student, because some parents don't care about it, their children or their process, or maybe they don't have enough time to do it. And for the independent work, I think homework doesn't help for that. It's in us. We need to take that decision to start team working for us, right? Because homework is like mandatory. We have to do it, right? And sometimes it's kind of boring. And if we have a lot of homework, it's going to be extremely boring for us to start doing it, right? Okay. That's all for the topics. The idea was to continue with Unit 10, but I think it's few time remaining, and there's just you two. So let's answer the question that we have in this presentation, okay? I know Majo already did it, but let's try to do it with Roger, and we can mix some question, okay, Majo? Sorry, because it was kind of similar to the previous class. So the idea tomorrow is to start it Unit 10, okay? With a new topics. So I'm going to come back. So in social media, first question, Roger, he said, how often do you use social media?
Mister,
Roger.
how often do you use el social media?
How often? ¿Qué tan a menudo?
Yeah,
¿Qué tanto?
much, very much.
Try to develop your idea. I know you work with social media, right? So try to develop your idea.
Yeah.
You say you use a lot of social media. Why? And which one? Because there's
Well,
different.
Our main reason is communication, because it allows it no allow they them to stay in touch with friends and family at any time. Social media is also used for entertainment, such as watching videos, listening to music, or follow influencers.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Roger. I think you touch an important point, entertainment. Notice, guys, that nowadays entertainment is an important part of our life, right? Notice that people who work with the entertainment earn a lot of money. Influencers, YouTubers, singers, sportmen, actresses, actors, right? That kind of people who work in that part earn a lot of money because we consume a lot for entertainment, okay? That's an important part of our life. Okay, so Majo, the biggest advantage, just one, of social media. What do you think?
Mm, I think that the biggest advantage is that we can communicate with other people in other countries, and we can make friends too, and we can meet new people.
Okay, thank you, Majo. You're right. Roger, for you, what are the biggest advantage of social media?
In my opinion, the main problem of social media is
No, the
excessive
biggest advantage. Advantage.
advantage.
Yes, the biggest advantage. La ventaja más grande.
Communication. Uh, People communicate and access information.
Okay, let's work about access to information because Majo already mentioned about communication, right? So let's
Yes.
talk about the information. What information?
Uh, mm, um, for this reason, social media should be used. No, 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 no. No,
Take
I
your
know.
time, Roger. Majo and me talked about this last time, right? About information on social media. Majo mentioned that she watched news and social media, right, Majo? You get information from social media, so that's true. Me too. I don't watch news at TV. I get this kind of information on social media. But anyway, we need to be careful because there's a lot of information, right? And there's the clickbait with false information. So we need to be critical with the information we get for social media. But we have different point of view in this way, right? We can watch different influencers or YouTubers or different pages that work on this kind of information. And we can analyze the information and create our own ideas, okay? So it's a good way to get information, but we need to be careful because there's a lot of false information. Fake news, right? The famous fake news. We need to be careful with the fake news. Okay, thank you, Roger. Well done, no worries. Okay, Roger, what problems can social media cause? What do you think?
What? Miss-
What problems can social media cause? This one, the third one. What problems can social media cause?
Yes. Excessive and irresponsible use.
¿Qué problemas causa? ¿Qué problemas puede causar
Addiction
addiction?
reduce real social interaction and affect mental health, especially in young people.
Okay, thank you. But, okay, for you too. In somehow you mentioned it that social media is good because improve communication, right? Communication is easier. But also you say that is bad because reduce the real communication. So, Majo, what do you think about that?
Mm, I think both are two good options. For example, communication help us, like I said, with other people in other countries, in other cities. But when we are in a family meeting or in a friends meeting, if we just use our phones to communicate with other people, we can share really good memories or really good moments with our friends and our family.
Okay, thank you, Majo. Awesome. Great. Congratulations. Roger, should teenagers have time limited for social media? Los adolescentes deberían tener el tiempo de las redes sociales limitado.
Yes.
Why?
Um, for cause addiction, no?
Because of the addiction. Mhm.
Yes, constant comparison with others can lead to low self-esteem, anxiety, and stress. In addiction, problems such as cyberbullying, fake news, and loss of privacy.
Okay.
Privacy.
Roger, I have another question for you. Good job, Roger. I agree with you. I have another question. When you was a teenager, did you have your time limited for social media? No. Okay, that happened, right? Most of the people don't. I mean, people is plural, don't, right? Me neither. But at the time I was a teenager, social media was starting, right? Okay, let's continue. Thank you so much. So, online classes versus classroom classes or face-to-face classes. Okay, Roger, because you were for classroom. What about this one? What are the advantages of online learning? Advantages of online learning.
Advantages online learning.
Mhm.
Mm. Mm.
Right now you're taking online classes. So what are the advantages of that? What do you think? Since your experience,
Online learning.
what are the advantages?
Bueno, hybrid system
Hybrid
is
system.
on the best option. Is the best option for education today and in the future.
Okay. Why? I mean, for example, I think schedules are more flexible, right? Because you can choose the schedule and it's just 1 hour or maybe 2 hours, it depends. But it's easy to try to schedule your time, to manage your time, right? It is cheaper because you haven't go to another place. You don't need to take a public transport or you don't need to spend gas to go by your own in your automobile or something like that, right? It is cheaper. And you can do it from home. It's easier, right? And it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Okay. Thank you, Roger. Majo, you talk a lot about pandemic, right? So should a school continue using online classes in the future? Schools.
Yes, but in my opinion, they can do a mix with online classes and with classroom learning. For example, if we have our schedule from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., like normal schedule, we just, in my opinion, they can use like classroom learning from 8 a.m. to 11 and the other hours just with online classes.
Okay, thank you. Also, it's the pain of the matter, right? Of the subject, because there's some subjects that are more difficult to do it online. For example, during the pandemic at university, there were a lot of issues with the people who study art to be an actor, because imagine you trying to be an actor to practice online, or those who study educación física, they have to move. It's a physical effort. Imagine trying to do that online. So I agree, it has to be a mix. There's some topics or matter we can work online, but there's other that is easy to do it face to face, right? Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. We almost finished. Okay, Majo, the last question for you, and you can leave. You, Majo, okay? This is your last question. And Roger, we're going to bear with me. It's because Majo worked with me, does this question last class, okay? So, déjame ver, Majo. We were here, social media. No, sorry. Trying to. Okay. Okay, Majo, how does technology help you?
In my case, technology helps me, for example, to get classes online, like now. And with other things like my phone, I can work just with my phone or with my iPad, and is that technology helps me. And other things like things that they are at home, like air conditioner, is a technology advancement too.
Okay, Majo, thank you, Majo. You did it pretty good as always. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Take care, Majo.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you. Okay, Roger, let's work together. Let's continue. Some minutes more. What technology do you use every day? What technology do you use every day? Roger, it's okay if you think about your answer, okay?
Yes. My computer.
Your computer. Tell me more about it. Why?
Yes. Um, I connect con we community, my community, my friends. I work very days.
You work on it, right?
Sí. And use skills, skills in my computer for my programs, designing works for other people.
Okay, thank you, Roger. Okay, well done. Okay, let me see. Let's try with the last question. Where do you live, Roger? First of all,
Wait,
where do you live? Where do you live? ¿Dónde
where?
vive?
I'm in Guayaquil.
In Guayaquil, okay. You live, and Guayaquil is a
Guayaquil,
city.
North. Yes, ECD is big city
Okay.
in Ecuador.
Okay, thank you. So, what would you prefer to live and why? In a big city or in a small town or a small village? And
Big
why?
city.
Why?
Yes.
Why? You prefer a big city. What are the
Yes.
advantages?
Bueno, city provide more jobs, opportunities, better education, and access to high quality, hill culture, hill care, pardon, high care. Cities also have better public transportation systems, making it easier to travel. On the other hand, city life can be stressful, noise, and crowded. Pollution and high living cost, especially rent, are common problems.
Okay, you're right. Okay, Roger, that's all. Roger, first of all, I would like to highlight that you have improved your oral skills from the beginning. So far, you have improved a lot. Anyway, we need to keep working on that, right? There's a long way missing because soon you're going to be B2. So you need to improve even more your oral skills, right? But you have improved. That's great. That's good. That's important. So you're working on that and you're obtaining results, right? And comments. So, Roger, congratulations. Keep working. Roger, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. See you tomorrow and take care. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day. Bye
Thank you.
bye, Roger. See you.
Bye.